Sir's English class. In last classes I told you word, sentence and kinds of sentences. Here in this class I will give a revision on this topic. Here, word. See this example. Read this. A-L-L-B. Is it gives any sense? No. See the same word. B-A-L-L. Ball. Does it gives any sense? Yes. B-A-L-L. Ball. It gives some sense. So, here the definition of the word. If a group of letters which gives some sense or meaning called a word. Here, group of letters which gives some meaning called word and sentence. Here read this. Student am I. Is this gives any sense? No. If I write this in this way, I am a student. Which one giving the sense? This one or this one? This one. Here, the same way, a group of words. Which one? A group of words which come together and give some meaning called a sentence. Here we have kinds of sentences. We have 4 kinds of sentences as we learned in the previous classes. They are assertive sentence. This assertive sentence is also called as declarative. And imperative sentence. And the third one is interrogative. Interrogative sentence. And the fourth one is exclamatory sentence. Here, assertive sentence. is also called declarative sentence. Also called declarative sentence. We are using these assertive or declarative sentences to say something like your feelings or opinions and all other things which can be expressed. Here is an example. Birds fly in the air. Here is an assertive sentence. The sentence begins with capital letter and ends with full stop. And here this sentence follows the structure subject plus verb plus other words or object. And here in these assertive sentences we can make two kinds of sentences. One is affirmative sentence affirmative sentence. This affirmative sentence is nothing but positive sentence. Positive sentence, and the second one is negative sentence. Here, affirmative sentence. My father is a doctor. Here the negative. My, this is positive, and here it's a negative. My father is not a doctor. Here the short form is also possible. Isn't a doctor. Here assertive sentence is also called declarative sentence, and we are using this assertive sentence to say some things like feelings and opinions. Here the sentence birds fly in the air. This sentence starts with capital letter and ends with full stop, and it follows the structure subject plus verb, other words or object. Here is a possibility to write two kinds of sentences: affirmative sentence, negative sentence. Here affirmative sentence is nothing but positive sentence. Here is an example: my father is a doctor. Here the negative for this: my father is not a doctor. Next, imperative sentence. Here imperative sentence we are using for order, command, request or suggestions. Here example: watch my video. Here this imperative sentences starts with verb and ends with full stop. Ends with full stop. And here it follows the structure verb plus object for order. Please place verb place object for request. Don't place verb place object for order. Please place don't place even place object for request. Here this follows the structures verb place object. Here see the example. Sit down. And here if you want to say this in a request manner, please sit down. If you want to say the negative, here the negative is also possible like assertive sentences. Here don't sit down. If you want to say in polite manner or a request manner, you are saying please don't sit down. Where imperative sentences we are using for order, command, request or suggestion. Sometimes we are using for advice. Here is the example, watch my video. Here the sentence starts with verb and ends with full stop. Here it follows the structure verb plus object for order, please plus verb plus object for request, and don't plus v1 plus object for order. And if you want to say the negative in the request manner, we are using please plus don't plus v1 plus object. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. In previous class we learned, here we are using interrogative sentences to ask questions. And we generally ask these questions for knowing something or inquiring something. And here for knowing or inquiring we are asking the questions in two ways. One is WH or H type of questions and another one is yes or no type questions. For asking these yes or no type questions we are using helping verbs. Here WH questions we are using what, when, which, why, where, who, whom. This type of questions we are using with WH. And here H type of questions, how far, how many, how long. Here is the example with what. What are you doing? Here this interrogative sentences starts with question word and ends with question mark. Here another example. How are you? Here, how are you? This is also starts with the question word and ends with question mark. Here, next example. Will you come tomorrow? Here the question starts with helping verb and ends with question mark. This type of questions we call yes or no type questions. Yes or no type questions. Exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentence. Here we are using these exclamatory sentences to express our sudden, strong emotions. Wow! What a beautiful car! For this type of expression, sudden feelings, we are using these exclamatory sentences to express sudden, strong feelings or emotions. We are using exclamatory sentences. These sudden strong feelings, example, joy, sorrow, surprise. Here if you take the example of joy. Hurrah! We won the match. We won the match. If you take the sorrow, alas, he is dead. Surprise! Wow! What a beautiful car. Here, don't confuse with hurrah, alas, wow. These are also coming interjections. When we are learning the parts of speech, their interjection is one of that. And here, these are called the interjection words. But when we are using as exclamatory sentences, we are using interjection word plus sentence. Here, another way is possible to write this type of sentences. We are using what or how to write exclamatory sentences. Here with what we are using word of simple man he is. Here we are using what. This what we are also using question word, but here in exclamatory sentences we are using what in another way. Here it is not creating the question, but it is a exclamatory sentence. After what we are using a, then we are using adjective. Here how simple he is. Here like what we are also using how to making exclamatory sentences. Here how, after that we are using adjective, then subject plus verb. In this way we are making exclamatory sentences with what or how. Worksheet. Read the following sentences and label the kind of sentence it is. Here is an example given for you. Are you a student? Here this sentence begins with helping verb and the capital letter at the beginning and ends with question mark. So here it is belongs to interrogative sentence. In the same way, read the following sentences and write down what kind of sentence it is. Here the questions. Please switch on the light. Answer. There are 20 students in the class. Answer it. How far is your home from here? What a sincere boy he is. Read the questions carefully and write out what kind of